is that? Oh, oh man. Oh man, I gotta watch where I'm going. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jeez. What the? Oh. Huh. Oh. Oh, okay, it's dead. Oh, thank goodness. What could possibly go wrong if it's dead? Whew, man. Man, I'm starving. Dang. Whew, man, I gotta come back and throw that thing out. Woo wee. Oh, man. Whew. All right. Hey, everybody. You're just in time. Dave Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild. Thanks for joining me today. Man, I tell you, I've had quite a day. But I'm going to cut right to the chase. And I want to thank you for coming and checking out my quick review of the Alien RPG accessories. And I'm just going to touch on a couple of the accessories that they have for it. There's 4 ones that I'm going to look at. The first one I want to look at is the Alien Game Master screen. Now this thing is, I think, very stylish. Again, at the front, just showing that basic Xenomorph outline, and with just the title Alien right there at the bottom. I like this a lot. And when you spread this screen out, no flare, just a lot of darkness. And on this side of the screen over here, just a little more of the silhouette of the Xenomorph, and everything else, just darkness to emphasize that horror aspect of the game. I like it. Now, when we turn to the inside of the screen, there are a lot of different excellent charts and tables right here. You've got everything. You've got measuring time, sneak attacks and ambushes, slow actions, fast attacks, talks to you about stealth and setting your difficulties, which is essential in any game. Your critical injuries are right here in the center, kind of a focal point. And then over here on the, as you're looking at it, the right side of the screen, you have your panic rolls, you have your random fire modifications, your range categories, as well as your type of covers. And after going through the book, it seems like everything you need is really right here. But of course, that's what a GM screen is supposed to. But another thing I like, there's no illustrations that take up any space on the inside of the GM screen, which on some GM screens, I've seen that before and it kind of annoys me. I love illustrations on the outside, but on the inside, I don't like illustrations unless they have a point. Because I don't need to be entertained. I'm being entertained by running the game. I need information to run the game. And this right here gives you everything you need. All right. Now let's see what else we have. I'm going to set this right up there. Let's see. Now we've got the Maps and Markers pack. All right. So here we got the Alien Roleplaying Game Maps and Marker pack. Take this out of its sleeve. I've already unwrapped it to save a little bit of time. All right, so the first thing we're greeted with this huge map of the entire system that makes up the Alien universe. And I think this is great. This is exactly what's on the inside cover of the book. And this is worthy of framing for sure. Now, of course, before you frame it though, you may want to go ahead and use the back side, because on the back side, we've got a map of Hadley's Hope. So this map, Hadley's Hope, is of course the one-shot that they have in the back of the Alien RPG. So you may want to use this map before you frame it for the territories on the front. And I gotta tell you, it's honestly, quite frankly, either side is worthy of being framed. And I'm one of those guys where I'm almost tempted to buy another map and marker pack just so I can frame both sides. Yeah, this is pretty nice. And inside the map and marker pack, we have markers for the map. So you've got all these cardboard markers you can punch out. We've got the FaceHuggers. We've got the different versions of the Alien Xenomorph. as well as a lot of different civilians or colonial marines, and they're also alphabetized, the E, F, G, so that way you know you can distinguish which xenomorph is which on the board. And on the back, each marker has an additional indicator on the back depending on what you need in the game. You've got a lot of markers right there, and that's pretty cool. And you can use them either on a 1-inch scale, so you can actually use them on a 1-inch grid if that's what you're doing, or you can just place them on any quick map just to denote where they're at. Not too bad, not too bad. Pretty nice. Don't see this a whole lot, at least I don't, for some games, unless you're specifically buying a pawn set. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. Let's look at the base dice. All right, so the base dice, they're sold in a pack of 10, and you get these dice. There's a regular D6, except on the 6th spot, looks like a little targeting indicator, and this, of course, indicates your success. And, of course, the rest of it is just normal. Now, of course, the success is numbered for a 6. And every time you roll a 6, the subsequent 6 indicates that it's another success, which means, depending on what skill you're using, you could inevitably end up performing a stunt, which is basically just an extra bonus because you did so well. Now, next we also have the stress dice. The stress dice are also sold in a pack of 10, and they're yellow to definitely denote that they're different from the base dice. Now, stress dice are also just like the base dice, where they both have some kind of little targeting indicator or target lock indicator, and also with the number 6 on it. Now, on the stress dice, on the 1's face is a FaceHugger. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely tells you you messed up. Now, if you roll your base dice and you happen to have a stress dice assigned to your roll and a FaceHugger comes up or a 1, what happens is you panic. And there is a panic chart that tells you that maybe you're just sweating it a little bit, but otherwise you're okay, or you have a small penalty, or things don't go quite as expected, all the way to the worst case scenario of being catatonic. And this is shown on the GM shield as well as illustrated in the Alien RPG book. Now, for each 10 pack of dice, the MSRP is running right at $20. Now, I'm not going to go out and buy $20 of dice for each of my players and then go buy it again just so everybody can have stress dice. But I'm totally going to support the company by buying 1 each for myself, because as GM, well, I got to have the themed dice. And for the players, they can go ahead and, I think all the other players go ahead and, unless they really want to have their own set of alien dice, they can just go ahead and use 2 different colors of D6s, which the book recommends if you don't have the base dice or the stress dice available. Now, I would definitely, again, as GM, I would definitely buy a set of the base dice and buy a set of stress dice. First of all, for my personal collection, and also to help support the company, because they really go out of their way to make these great products. And, you know, I just think it's really the thing to do. Plus also with stress dice, depending on how many stress dice a player has, you could easily hand a couple of these out to a player so that way they can roll it and kind of get to use some of these really cool dice and possibly see a FaceHugger pop up on the roll. But also, too, you should encourage your players to perhaps look into maybe buying a set. If it wasn't for the support of the players, these companies wouldn't be able to make these great games and great products. Also, too, going back, the map and marker set, likewise, $20. Kind of sparse, but then again, it is for the game, and I still think, you know, it's a one and done, one-time purchase. You get it and you're done. I buy it just because, man, it's nice to have those big full-color maps, and it's nice to have that big map of Hadley's Hope. And plus, you could use it for other games, use it for other colonial settings in a pinch, no problem. Now, I definitely think the GM screen is priced right at $20 because most screens you're going to pay about that anyways, and it's perfectly themed, and also it's got plenty of information that you're going to need inside of it. But I just want to let you know that there's these products available, and also too, there is a scenario available that they talk about on the back of the map and marker set, which is the Chariot of the Gods cinematic scenario, which at the time of this video I haven't been able to get my hands on yet. So anyways, I just want to show you guys a couple of things that were out there for the Alien RPG, the GM screen, the map and marker pack for the Chariot of the Gods adventure, or you could use it for whatever adventure you come up with, and also the base dice and the stress dice. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in real quick just so you can check out these other accessories that you can get for the Alien RPG. Again, to me, top priority, the GM screen, and you should definitely get some base and stress dice. And as for the map and marker set, honestly, I could take it or leave it, especially since the map's already in the book. But either way, I think these are all great products, and I do really like these dice. And I'm just one of those guys, I gotta have dice. You know, every time I go to a store, my own or even someone else's, I gotta get a set of dice. So again, I'm Dave Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild. And I just want to say that in no way does Free League Publishing sponsor my videos. This is a completely independent review. And I just want you to stay safe, play great games, and I'll see you real soon.